Hi guys, it's Tuesday after Easter and I just was compelled to vlog sooner than 7 or 8 days because I've come to one realization and that it really makes a difference when you have support from people who you can actually talk to, people who you can actually pick up the phone and talk to about how you're feeling, because these past 2 weeks I've been struggling during maintenance and I haven't been able to express it in a vlog because it just wouldn't come out. It was like trapped in my head. And last week when I tried to vlog, it was so deep inside my head that I didn't even know that I had to vlog about it. But because this morning I talked to Chantel about stuff, she just called to shoot the breeze and we end up talking about maintenance. And it's been hard because you feel like you've stabilized and now you can eat whatever you want. But what you don't realize still, or that it needs to really, really be ingrained in your head, is that you can't eat the same way that you used to eat. So just things like that, you really need to learn that. And 3 weeks on stabilization doesn't sink into your head in such a short time. And not even just stabilization, but the whole diet itself. It's so fast that you don't really have time to learn what you need to learn to maintain for your life. You think you do because during the diet, you're so disciplined and you know that if you screw up, you're going to pay for it the next day on the scale because you have HCG in your body and you're going to pay for it more than you would on a regular day without HCG. I guess that's why some people that are on Weight Watchers are so successful, because they lose the weight slower and they're able to learn a certain way of eating for life. If it takes you a year to lose 50 pounds, well, that's a year of learning how you're supposed to eat. That's great. I mean, I could see the long-term effects of that would be successful. But on HCG, you can lose 30 pounds in 30 days. And then you're like, now what? And so I've been on maintenance it's been over a month. And I've been on P3 for just as long. So I'm reaching, 50 days off HCG. And I'm still learning. And especially depending on what your personality is. People who know me from my vlogs or my prior vlogs know that I'm a rebel and that I learn things the hard way and that I like to live on the edge and all that good stuff. And when you're like that, you take for granted that the rules are set for a reason. And I know I've just barely stepped over the rules. I never went crazy and binged like craziness, but it was always one step over the rule, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times during HCG, I got away with it. You guys know, the people who have been watching, and that's why now that I'm off of it and maintaining, it's not working for me. Well, it's not working for me because when you take one step, the next time you do it, you want to do two steps. You want to take 2 steps, and you want to take 3 steps, and then it just gets out of hand. The ball gets rolling, and next thing you know, you're back down the hill. So I guess what I'm trying to say, or I had a bad experience this weekend, and I had Easter dinner, which was fine until it got to dessert, and there were these cream cheese cupcakes. Well, there were cupcakes with cream cheese frosting on it, and I ate 2 of those in an 8-hour span. And I felt like crap after. I was thinking about them, immediately after I ate them. And I'm like, why did I eat those? Because a year ago, I would never eat those because, one, they're not my favorite. I don't like white cupcakes. I don't like cupcakes in general. And if I do eat a cupcake, it's got to be a chocolate one or a red velvet one, not a white one. So It was really strange to me, like a real strange phenomenon that I actually ate the stupid thing. And then after that, I felt like shit. So it's all a big learning experience. And I used to say before, when you're on P2, like, and you lose, and like the next day, I mean, like you're good, and then the next day you lose like 2 pounds or 1.5 pounds or something, and then you're so happy, and you're like, let's bottle this feeling up and, put it in our pocket, so the next time we feel like cheating, we can pull that bottle out and say, how happy I was because I was good and I lost 1.5 pounds. Well, now that I'm in maintenance, I have the same theory. Now it's like, take my bottle out and like, look how shitty you felt after you ate that sugary thing, And Sunday I did that. I was like, I feel like shit. I'm bottling up this feeling in this bottle, and I'm going to put it in my pocket for future use. And hopefully I use it, and I don't keep it deep down in my pocket, because I ended up from the weekend gaining weight. And if you guys think just because you've reset your hypothalamus or whatever, that you're not going to gain weight again, you will if you go back to your old habits. Remember what I said, you can eat whatever you want, but you can't eat the same way you did. So yeah, I can eat that cupcake, but I don't have to have 6 of them, and that's kind of what we're all, I guess I'm getting you guys ready for when you do reach that maintenance, because you're going to hit that roadblock. And you're not going to notice. You're not going to notice until you're 10 pounds over LDW, which I am going really close to right now. I was stabilized for a very long time at 5 pounds over LDW, and I accepted that because of the way I stabilized. I believe I didn't do it correctly because I exercised too hard right away. And I was good with that. I was like 132. That's going to be my stabilized weight. It's fine. I fit in my 4 jeans, blah, 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 whatever. And I was happy with it. But after last weekend, after getting past that 5 pounds over LDW, I started to get scared, and I couldn't express it until this morning, until I talked to somebody on the phone about it. It just came all like blurting out of my mouth. And I'm like, where was that the whole time these past 2 weeks when I was having a hard time? Because I wasn't able to blurt it out and process it. I wasn't able to fix myself. And now I just, thank you, Chantel, for calling me. I love you, because it's all out in the open now for me. And I feel all this stuff just came, it just came out of me. And I'm like, that's what it was the whole time. And I couldn't grasp it because I was so busy with life, with my kids, and they're on spring break this week, so they're home, and I'm hiding right here behind my bed. Another realization is Mac nuts. I told you before that it was non-negotiable that I was going to have Mac nuts, because when I have Mac nuts, I don't eat rice. And that was so true. And then I told myself, you know what, maybe I could get back to 127. Maybe it's because I'm eating the Mac nuts. So even after I said it's non-negotiable, I got rid of the Mac nuts, and I haven't had Mac nuts in 3 weeks. Well, what happened in 3 weeks? I'm starting to gain back weight because I'm eating rice again, and I'm eating, and it's not working. So guess what? I'm going out today and buying Mac nuts, because it's hard to get rid of the vices. Like, you have to snack all the time. And it's okay to snack all the time as long as you're snacking on healthy foods. But because I don't have Mac nuts, I've been snacking on Reese's peanut butter cups. I literally have a bag of the mini Reese's peanut butter cups in my fridge right now. So yesterday, to try to alleviate that, I bought the sugarless ones that Nat was talking about. And she's right, it gives you gas. But it is sugar-free, so it's better than nothing. And I didn't eat a whole bag of it.